Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to our Christmas in July event. I'm on a couple of minutes early. I'm going to take care of some housekeeping issues while we get shared into the groups that we're in today. I am in an event today that has about 30 creators, so I'm just going to try and take care of some housekeeping so we can stay on schedule and keep moving along. I hope everybody is having a happy Saturday. I hope the weather is good where you are. I hope you and all your family are well. Hello, Jen. How are you, my friend? Let me just get us situated here. Okay, I think I have us up. So again, welcome to the Jingle in July event. I am Tina Horton from CNC Designs, and I am participating in an event that is going on all weekend with about probably 60 creators, and I am sure if you stop in, you will not be in any way disappointed. It's our Jingle in July event, and we're all creating Christmas crafts, and this is going to be streamed in 3 groups today. This is going to be streamed in the Crafters Hive, the the Crafting Network, and the Crafting Creator Community, as well as here on my page at CNC Designs. Also, if you pay close attention to my description, because there is a form there. If you fill out that form, you get put into a raffle where you can win a bag of craft stuff sponsored by Jen at She's Crafty USA. It's her subscription group, and she is giving out a free bag of a whole bunch of crafting supplies. So you might want to make sure you fill out that form so that you can get entered and not miss out. So we are going to be doing, like I said, it is Christmas in July, but if anybody knows me, you know I love Christmas, so I'm going full on Christmas. Won't be any summery things going on in my craft today. I work a full-time job. I have a lot of stuff going on in life right now, and I know that my colors this year are going to be purple, white, and gold. So I am going to be creating something along that theme, and I hope you'll come along for the ride and enjoy exactly what we are doing today. Hello, Elsie. How are you? Happy Saturday. Thank you for popping in. Excuse me. Just going to give it a couple minutes to see if we get some other people to pop in. But I am going to be making one of my oversized ornaments. If you are one of my followers and you have seen me, I do these every year in the color themes for my particular home. And as I stated this year, hello, Grace Faithful, how are you? The bouncy bling queen. So we're going to be using this surface, and I always paint my surfaces on both sides because I like a finished product, even though this is going to be a big giant ornament that's going into my tree. Hello, little sister Chalks. How are you? My day is going well, Elsie. Thank you. I hope yours is too. Been running around doing a couple of things, but that's life. You know, life is always life, and thank God we're here. So my colors this year are going to be purple, and I've gone ahead and base coated my huge ornament. This is one of those round ornaments that we see in Dollar Tree every year. Whenever I see them, I buy like a stack of them because I use them all the time. This is like one of my most favorite surfaces from Dollar Tree. So if you haven't tried it, I hope I inspire you. Next time you go to Dollar Tree, if you see some of these ornaments, pick them up. So my colors that I'm using today, I'm working with my base coat colors are from Deco Art. This is called dioxazine purple, and this is this color. So I'm going to be working with that. I did take my color, I took this and I mixed it with a little bit of black, and that's why my purple is so dark. Here you can see this is my ornament topper. This is the color without the black mixed in. So my tree is going to be a combination of this purple, and some gold and whites. But this is a really great color. I picked up a couple bottles of this. I love Deco Art acrylic paints for my surfaces. They always come out so well and never disappoint me. So we're going to be working with that. We're going to be working with a magnolia stencil, a couple of magnolia stencils likely. This is going to be on the front of our stencil. This is the most wonderful, it's the most wonderful time of the year stencil. And we may on the back do this Victory in Jesus. It depends on the timing. I hope to be able to get everything done so that we can complete both the front and the back. Thank you for that. Yeah, I love the color. My son, it's a running joke in my house every year. My daughter and I'm one of those people that every year I like to do different colors. So every year, my daughter and I are always like the first to pick the colors for the Christmas tree. And my son last year said, I never get to pick the colors. You guys never let me decide. Last year he picked blue and white, and I was so afraid that it was going to be dark. But we did the colors of blue and white. I created 90% of the ornaments on the tree, and I gotta tell you, I had a ball. So this year when he said he wanted to do purple, I said kind of dark, but I think we can brighten it up and do some things. So it's gonna be a combination. If you see those throw pillows over there behind my shoulder, it's gonna be looking something like that in that color, in the purple family wave. So our surface is done. I'm gonna get my tacky towel because I want to get my stencil placement down, and then we'll do some decor around that and fill in those blank spots and hopefully have a fantastic piece. I have created an ornament in the past with this particular stencil and it came out absolutely gorgeous then, and I think I did it in the old world color so that it looked really primitive and kind of farmhouse, and the golds and the beiges and the neutral colors, but it was absolutely gorgeous. So I am trying it again this year with these colors, and I'm hoping that it comes out just as pretty. So I'm just fuzzing it. Like I said, I have used it before, but I'm always concerned that I'm going to pick up some of my paint. So that's why I'm always fuzzing, because I don't want to pick up my paint. And I am going to place this because it's not exactly a fit because of the fact that this is a round surface. So I really want to look and make sure that I get all of the wording in, but I do also want to get some of this absolutely stunning swag that's on the top. My T has a pretty long tail on it where you cross the letter. I don't think I'm going to get all of it, but you certainly will be able to read the word, and that is my main concern. Hi Carol, how are you? Thank you for watching, and also making sure that it's straight. Number 2 concern, Tina. So how's everybody's day been going? Have you guys been watching all of the creators? I've seen a couple. I gotta go back and do some watching because there's some definitely that I missed from earlier in the day. I want to go back and make sure that I watch and share into my group so that we can all get spread out into the universe. So if you're watching, if you do me a favor and spread the design. So this is, here it is, oh my goodness. Here it is placed on our surface. I think we've got a good fit. We definitely are gonna be able to read these words. And that was the main concern here. Okay, so we're gonna be working with some white chalk paste. I am a Magnolia stencil design rep. I love Magnolia stencils, especially their holiday stencils. They pull out all the stops in my opinion, and they just give me the opportunity to create such awesome, awesome Christmas ornaments and decor pieces that I can have for years and years at a time. Hi, Carol Crowder. Thank you for being a first-time watcher. Welcome, and I'm happy to have you. So we're going to put our paste down. We're going to set our stencil onto our surface, and then we're going to do the fun stuff, which is the whole decorating of the piece, which is my favorite part. I love mixed media, so I will be using some stamping. We will definitely be doing, of course, the stencil. We'll add some greenery. We may even add a couple of pine cones here and there. Because like I said, while this is a Christmas in July event, I start my Christmas decor for my home during Christmas in July, just because I like to make a lot of my ornaments. And this year, I'm gonna have to, because my son wants purple, and I don't have a lot of purple ornaments, nor have I seen a lot in the colors, in the deep purple that I want to use. I've seen a lot of lavender, but I want a deep purple. So we're setting out to make them. Hi, Christine. How are you? Thank you for watching. Okay, if you guys hear some noise in the background, that's my daughter. She's on the phone with her friends. They're going out tonight, so you know how that goes. She's 25, and you know they have to talk about 75 things before they can leave the house, even though they're going to see each other within the next hour. Anybody else got a child like that, or is it just mine? Okay, so I'm going to take these out. I'm going to close up my paste. And I'm going to try and clean up my squeegee as well as my little paste spoon in case I need them again. You just follow me. Thank you so much, Carol. So here we go. I think we should be ready for our reveal. Oh my goodness, guys, it just never ever gets old for me. I love it. Let me just spritz this so that I can lay my stencil down, and some of this paste can begin to release itself. Okay, I think we've got enough. So this is what we have so far. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And for me, indeed it is. Christmas is my absolute favorite time of the year. Hello, Miss Mays, how are you? So we're gonna put some heat on here. We don't have a lot of space that I wanna fill in, but you guys, if you've been watching me, like I said, if you know me, you know I'm going to do a little bit of stamping there just because that's just what I like to do. And we're gonna add a bow. Thank you, Grace. And this is going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous ornament stuck smack dab in the middle of my tree. I have a pretty big tree. I live in a New York City apartment, but my tree is 7.5 feet. It literally goes to the ceiling. It takes up most of my living room during the holiday season. But that's what I love. I just love, love, love decorating it. And as the years go by, and since I've discovered Magnolia, with making my own ornaments, it's just become that much more precious for me. So I want to remind you guys again really quickly, we are in an event, our Jingle in July event. We're presenting from three different groups. That is the Crafters Network, the Crafty Creators Community, and the Crafters Hive. You can see all of the presenters over these next 2 days in those 3 groups, as well as here on my page we are also presenting live tonight on this page, but you can see everyone else in this event over the next 2 days in those 3 groups. There's also a link there. If you fill out the form that's attached to that link, click that link, fill out the form, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a bag of crafting supplies. So I want to encourage you to take advantage of that. Make sure you do that. And so let's move on. Here we are. This is my topper. This topper was silver, and I just went over it with a sponge dauber and painted it in our diazepine. I hope I'm saying this right. Dioxine. I don't know why I keep saying diazepine. Dioxine purple. This is the true color of how it comes out. You'll see our ornament is a little bit darker because I mixed a little bit of black in there because I wanted a deep purple. Hi Kim, how are you? So we're gonna put our topper on first and foremost, and then I will look to see where else we want to make some adjustments. Let me make sure my glue gun is on. It is. And let's see if we are ready to apply. We take a sip of coffee. Cheers, guys. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thank you for joining. I was scheduled to be the last presenter tonight at 11 p.m. But you know how things go in the events. You know, we fill in for each other. We look out for each other. That's what we do. So I am now moved up to the 8 p.m. slot so that we don't have any gaps in our program. And I just love how creators are able to do that, so flexible, you know, with one another when we're in these events, and we do everything we can to keep the show moving and to give you an awesome, awesome day of crafting. So I'm applying this with some hot glue, and I'm just trying to make sure that I get it sort of lined up, because what happened is this actually is the front of my piece, but this was covered with, I don't know, a picture, I think of a snowman or something, and I sanded it and covered it with my base paint, but there's some little hiccups there and I didn't like that, so I reversed it to make what would have been the back the front. And when you do that, unfortunately, this ornament topper doesn't fit perfectly, but we're gonna make it work because we're gonna be putting some other things up there anyway, and it will all blend in. But that's what we have so far. Oh, thank you. Yes, Kim, did anybody see Kim a few minutes ago? Oh my goodness, amazing. Everybody that's been in this event that I've watched so far has been absolutely amazing in their creations. So this is the front. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I am going to see about putting our victory in Jesus on the back, so that this way, even though this ornament is going to be stuck in my tree, I can reverse it, I can turn it around, and I just love being able to do versatile pieces like that, in addition to the fact that I live in a New York City apartment, so I don't have a lot of storage space. So anytime that I could get a twofer out of something, I go ahead and do that. Hi Hannah, how are you? Thank you for watching. This one is a brand new stencil, so it's a little bit of a challenge. Okay, here it is for me to open. These are both Magnolia Design Co. stencils. I am a Magnolia rep. After I am live, I will, in my comments, leave some links in case anybody is interested in purchasing either of these stencils. I love this one because I love the way the cross is. I love the fonts. One thing I can honestly tell you, Magnolias, they really, really create some beautiful stencils. Yes, purple, and thanks to my son, Kim, purple, gold, and white are the colors that my son picked. Last year he picked blue and wanted like a dark blue, so we set about making all of our dark blue ornaments, which is a lot of fun. And this year I'm doing the same with the purple, because I haven't seen, last year I actually started looking, because before the season was over he identified purple, but I hadn't seen any purple ornaments that I liked. All of them had this kind of lilac tint to them, and I don't want that. I don't want that light color lavender ornament. I really want a darker purple or purple. So I got this paint and here we are. Hi Anna, how are you, my friend? Thank you for the sprinkle. Now this one isn't gonna have a topper, but it's okay. Because should I switch it around, I could always add some greenery or something on the top and have that covered. Nor is our entire V on Victory going to fit on the stencil, but I think that's going to be fine too, because you can certainly see that it says Victory. So we're going to go in again with white. I think I may do a couple of ornaments this year with that are painted the surface in white, and use our Magnolia purple chalk paste to give it kind of some different transition and variation. But since colors, purple was the color that he identified most as having wanted to do this year, I am going to try and stick with most of them being purple. Hi Vicky, how are you? Thank you for watching. I love this Victory in Jesus. I just love the whole saying, you know, and I think that this stencil is a great one to put in my Christmas decor this year, because we certainly have victory in Jesus. And Christmas, at Christmas time, Jesus is truly the reason for the season. So I love creating with faith-based stencils for Christmas, because it really sends the true message of Christmas for me. Okay, so I think we might be done with our chalk paste after this. Let's see what we have. Another one that is absolutely amazing. Guys, I kid you not, these stencils are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm not just saying that because I am a rep. There are certainly other companies out there that have beautiful stencils, but nobody matches Magnolia's faith-based line, in my opinion. So this is going to be the back of our ornament. I love that font. Just love it. And we're going to do a little bit of stamping around here, just because I have a lot of purple space. And I'll show you why I didn't use this as my front, because I can see a little bit of the hiccup where I was trying to take that print that was on the front of this ornament off. But it's okay. I like it because it's right on the cross, and the cross was definitely rugged. Thank you, Kim. I think we've got a good dry here, and I'll just show you up close. If you look in that R, you can see a little bit of a bump there, and we're gonna use that to play in our favor. I'm gonna pull out some of my favorite tools. I have a lot of tools, but you'll see me use some over and over again just because I am stuck on them, literally. And this is one of my ones that is my favorite. This is my stamp. It's my crackle stamp from IOD. And it is just an easy, cheap way for crackling that I just cannot pass up. So I find myself going to this stamp over and over again because it really does pack a really nice visual interest. And okay, I'm on the wrong side. And I just love using it. So I am just going around with this crackle stamp and I'm filling in what to me just looks like too much empty space. And if you see, I'm not really so concerned with going back and inking so much. I'll get several stamps out before I go back and apply a little bit more ink. And I just love the way that these crackles fill in. And it looks like I did some crackling when all I did was use my trusty IOD stamp. I got a little bit here I can use, okay. I want to get a little bit more inside my V, so I'm gonna kind of curl it up a little. Have a little bit more here. And that's the back of our ornament. So what do you guys think about that? I love that. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Christine. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I am making huge oversized ornaments to go into my tree. Thank you for those hearts. This year, my colors are going to be purple and white with some splatterings of gold. So I am using this opportunity in this awesome event to get ahead on my home decorating for 2025. Thanks, Kim. Thank you, Elsie. Hello, Miss Patterson. How are you, my friend? How's your weekend going? Thanks, Grace. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I think that this is dry enough. This is our front. Guys, just look at that swag. Oh my goodness. I never get tired of it. I love it. Those pine cones, it's just amazing. This is perfect just the way it is. You don't really have to do anything else. But you know me, I'm extra, so I am gonna be doing a little bit more. I was thinking about adding some of my crackle here. I'm gonna put on my swag and then we'll figure out if we need anything else. One thing that I do always is I edge my pieces. Thank you, Miss Patterson. Your weekend is good. Awesome, awesome. So I have a distressed ink pad from Tim Holtz and it is called Villainous Poison, and it is a villainous potion, not poison. It is a purple ink pad, and I just want to just go around my edges a little bit with it. I am going to add some white in some places in the edges as well, because it is a purple and white ornament. But this helps to cover up any areas that may have been missed, and it just really helps to finish off your piece when you edge it. So I always edge my pieces. I don't know if you can tell, but I certainly see a difference there in how the edging of my piece looks, or even on just that one side. I also take and go around my piece so that all of those sides are covered and nothing looks like it was left unattended. Thank you, Miss Patterson. My son Kate has got me creating ornaments again this Christmas, Miss Patterson. He wanted a purple. And that's the one color ornament. I don't have any purple ornaments. And I have a ton of them, guys. I'm almost ashamed of how many ornaments I have. So here, we see we forgot a piece on our top of here. Okay. So now you can see even on those sides, we've got purple there. I do see a little piece popping out over here. I'll take care of that. I think I might have to use a little bit more paint in that area, but we'll keep going. So now, even though this has this awesome swag on it, I want to add some greenery to it, just because I think that just kicks it up a notch. I do have some rusty bells, and I have this awesome, beautiful, beautiful purple velvet ribbon. We're gonna be making some bows this year out of that. We're gonna do a lot of things. So you guys are gonna get sick of seeing this color purple before the Christmas season is over, because that's my goal, is to incorporate and create my ornaments using the purples. So I have a little bit of everything in this bag, and we're gonna look to see what we can use in this ornament. It's a little too early. This piece of greenery has like a little bit of snow on it. It's a little bit too early for that right now, so I'm gonna save that for another one. But you'll certainly see it again. So I have some pieces here. I have a garland that I bought, I think it was at either Michael's or Hobby Lobby last year. And I buy these types of garlands every year at the end of the season, and I just keep them and I cut pieces off, and that's what I use in these types of decor pieces. It's definitely a huge value for your dollar, as well as it just makes life easier rather than looking for individual pieces of greenery. I do know that I want this to come off to the side. I don't necessarily want to cover this swag, so I'm just trying to see which one of these pieces would be best to add. I think that might be a little bit much. I love this piece. It's already curving, but it's curving in the wrong direction. So let's see if we can get it to switch around. I don't really want to cover up the stencil swag because that detail is so beautiful. Let's see. I'm going to take a few pieces out, and maybe that will give me a better sense. Now I'm cutting with my Magnolia scissors, y'all. That's something I don't do. So let's see. I like this. I definitely love this greenery. I love the way it falls. We also have a little bit of this. This reminds me of Sweet Annie. I got it from Walmart. It was like a big long spray, and it reminds me of a little bit of Sweet Annie. So I was thinking of maybe adding some of that in there somehow. I think I'll probably pull it apart and stick it into the greenery piece to make it look like it's one piece. I do want to add my ribbon in here, so I'm in a pickle right now because I want to use a piece of that ribbon. And I already had a small piece cut that I've dovetailed. I got this ribbon last year from the craft outlet. Once my son said he wanted purple for 2025, you know me, right after Christmas, I go shopping for everything. So I bought all the purple ribbon that I thought I was gonna need. I bought this. This is a 1.5. I got a 2.5. I got a big 4 inch piece that I'll be making my tree topper with. So I think I'm pretty stoked and stocked for the ribbon. And I love it because it's wired, so you can bend it and shape it in any way that works for your project. Always look for wired ribbon because it, in my opinion, gives you the best look for your piece. I think this might be a little bit too long, but I'm hesitant to cut it just yet, so. I'm just scrunching and, you know, making it work. And then I'll cut when necessary, where necessary, once we get a sense of how we want this all to lay. My piece is not cooperating with me today. I'm going to take and cut a little bit of this and make it a little shorter, and hopefully that will do the trick for me. Gotta pick it up a little bit, you guys, so I can see what I'm doing here. I think this is it. I am going to just put a little bit of hot glue here so I can have it in place while I continue to maneuver my ribbon tails. I don't have my finger protectors, so we can use the wire cutters. Hello, Eunice Snyder. How are you? Thank you for watching. And I'm gonna scrunch my ribbon up a little bit more. And I am gonna cut this off and dovetail it, but I wanna make sure that I have a little bit of a, just kind of a cascade, if you will. I like that. That looks very, very good. Now I would definitely want to add some of my faux sweet Annie in there. So we're gonna take and just kind of hot glue pieces of that where it looks good. And I'm just adding some hot glue, and I'm literally just kind of pushing it into the swag and allowing it to catch on to that hot glue so that it can fall where it wants to fall. I find like I rarely try to manipulate the piece and shove it in, because never does that work for me. I feel like I just put the glue down, lay the piece down, and where it falls is most oftentimes the best place, because when I try to manipulate it and make it be in one spot, it never comes out for me. It always falls out, falls off to the side. Just let the glue dictate it. Okay. And again, let me cut a little bit of that end off there. And let's push that in there. You see? I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to identify the spot, and it's not laying there. Sometimes the piece, it does what it wants to do. Sometimes we got to be okay with that as creators. Just letting it happen. So here we are. So far, nothing is attached yet, but that's what we're looking like. I do want to have that. Let's get some glue. And let's lay our piece here. This is coming out really, really nice. I know that ribbon is long, but I'm just loving how that dovetail is up there in that little cascade. So I think I might leave it that long. Now I do have this little pine cone, and I also have a bigger pine cone. You know me, I'm always go big or go home. So I'm gonna always try to stick the big piece in there. Let me just take this wire off. And let me see what that looks like. Oh yeah, okay guys. This is definitely shaping up to be my kind of piece. absolutely adore this. Like I said, this is not my first time creating a piece like this. I have done this piece in different colors before. I know I've done at least 3 of them, and I never tire of it with this stencil. Okay, so that's what we have so far. What do you guys think? I love this. This is our front. This is going to be our back. I definitely want to get a little bit more white in there. So let's put this up. Thank you for those hearts. And we're going to take our white stamp pad, and I'm going to just go in some places on my edge, not too much, not too heavy, just to kind of bring back some of that white up onto the top. And you can see where I've just added just a little bit of that white there, and that really, really, really pulls it together. My topper is very, very purple, so I'm gonna put a little bit of white in that as well, not too much. I'm gonna do that by bringing back the crackle stamp, and I'm just gonna stamp that little edge, and I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of crackling up onto this topper, just to bring it all together. So you can see just that little corner of that topper is popping out. And we've got some of our crackle there on that stamp. And then we have, this is our back of that piece. This is gonna be really, really awesome for my tree. I can't wait to put our tree up this year and get started with these colors. I really think I'm going to like this as much as I was kind of resistant when my son first raised it. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So let's clean my hands. We got a couple of minutes left. I want to show you an idea I have for some ornaments, some smaller ornaments with some wood blanks. Let me try to clean up here a little bit. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Hi, Lena Miller. How are you? How are you? Christine Marie, did I say hello to you? Hello, Marlene. Thank you, Miss Patterson. Thank you, T. Okay, so let's put this over to the side for a sec. And I'm going to show you these little, I got a stack of these from Amazon one year. I think it was probably about 100 of them. And I went in with my purple paints and did the same kind of thing. I do my fronts and my backs. And these can be used as a banner, as you can see. I'll probably be making a banner this year that'll go like right in front of my TV stand fireplace. I'll probably be making a banner, but tonight with these, I'm gonna show you my ideas for some ornaments. I don't have a lot of them done yet. I have just those 4, but certainly we can start there. One of the things that Magnolia has that I absolutely love is this Hark the Herald Angels Sing stencil. I want to put just some of this angel onto this and make me an ornament. So again, I hope I'm giving you some, inspiring you, whether you're a creator, a crafter. If you have stencils, get those stencils out, use them in many, many ways. Get your money's worth, because they ain't cheap. So make sure you get your money's worth. So I have this already painted. Nobody wants to see anybody paint. We all know how to do that, so you didn't need to see me do that. I'm going to look and see where I can align her. And of course, not all of her wings are gonna show, not the whole angel's gonna show, but you're gonna certainly be able to see that this is an angel And this ornament is going to come out beautiful. And I hope it inspires you to say, you know what? I'm going to get my stencils out and do some of that. Same idea. Like I said, you can get those little wood plaque pieces from Amazon. I've had these now for at least 4 Christmases, and I still have some left. So it definitely is a good buy. I'll try and find my link where I purchased, you know, the link of the ones I purchased, and share it with you guys so you don't have to go running around looking for them. Yeah, I know, T. I know. When I move down south, I'm definitely gonna have me a fireplace. I'm trying to see if I could get me a mobile one built here in the Bronx. That's how bad I want a fireplace, guys. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Again, let me just put some water to have this paste releasing itself. And look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. And all we did was put that stencil there. Y'all laughing at me when I said I'm gonna have a mobile fireplace? I am. Somebody's gonna build me one, and I want it on casters so I can move it from one wall to the other if I get tired of looking at it. I just need it for the mantle so I can hang up my Christmas stockings. That's the only reason why I really want it. I don't need it for the heat. I just want to be a place to hang up my Christmas stockings, and it's gonna happen. So now this is our angel in the front. Now remember, this stencil came with 2 pieces. It came with that angel, and it came with the lyrics. I'm gonna just put a little bit of the lyrics onto the back. Doesn't matter if you can't see the whole thing, if you can't read the whole song. It's about decor. So we're going to add a little bit of these lyrics. That's going to be the back side of our ornament. So whether any way you want to place this on your tree, it is going to be decorative. It is going to be beautiful. And then I'll show you what I'm going to use for the hanger. I just love this time of year because I go in my stash and I look at everything that I already have. I told y'all 2025, I was really trying not to buy anything. I want to craft my stash. So I've been digging and looking. And, okay, let's do this with this. Let's do this with this. Because I got to get rid of it. Can't keep it in my house. And you already bought it. So you might as well get your money worth out of it, right? Drop the brush there. I don't want paint on my rug. Okay. Let's get this cleaned off. And let me show you what that looks like. Amazing. Love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna have to wash a lot of stencils tonight. We used quite a few. I think, what, 4 stencils we used so far in this hour. So this was our front. Here is the back. Just a few of those words on there. This would make an amazing garland if I did it as a garland. I'm definitely gonna do a garland. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but can you just imagine? You could put all the lyrics and have 2 angels on the end. I mean, the ideas are just limitless in terms of what you can do. So let's put a little bit of heat on here. We are gonna go in with some white and do a little bit of that edging. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm thinking, Kim. I definitely want a full fireplace mantle, but I want a big one, like a substantial one, not, you know, gaudy. And what I've seen in terms of what I can buy, I don't like any of it. So I really want to go somewhere and have a nice piece of wood cut and get me like some of those big, what do you call them? I think they call them corbels, those wood corbels, and have them underneath that and just, you know, put the mantle on top. And I think that that will give me what I'm looking for and the ability to hang up some stockings. I create stockings every year, guys. don't have a real mantle to hang them on. But we're gonna fix that soon. So I'm just edging this up again. I want you to really get present to how just edging that piece really makes it pop. Look at that. And look at the back. This is absolutely gorgeous. So now let me show you my hangers. And then maybe, just maybe, you might be able to get one more in. So I have these little hangers. I bought these off Amazon last year to hang my ornaments from last year. And they literally clip into each other. So we're gonna put a piece through this hole. We're gonna put a piece through this hole. And I'm gonna bring these together to clip into one another. And there is my hanger. And since gold is definitely gonna be somewhere in there, this will definitely blend in. It will not stand out and make everything look off-centered. And I just love that. Another thing you can do, you can take your paste and make you a little bit of splatter and have some little white splatters in there. In fact, let's do a little bit of that. Let's see how that looks. This particular ribbon is definitely a bit too big to actually thread through there. But one thing you could do is you could take a piece of the ribbon. I love the fact that it's done both front and back. This is some really, really nice ribbon. If you're looking for some, go check out Craft Outlet. It may not be the same price I paid last year, but I'm sure they still have it in the store, craftoutlet.com. You can make you a nice little bow with it. Very malleable. See the purple? It's finished on both sides. That's what I love about it. When I do things like this, I just take a small piece and bring those two pieces to meet one another. And I'm just going to see how this could work. So let's bring this in a little bit more. And I'm just squinching in the middle, making me a little bow. I am going to take I just had it in my hands. Here it is. I have this, I don't know if it's some kind of wire roll that I got from Amazon. And I like this because when I am looking for something to do what I'm doing now, which is like close off a bow, this color is not one that's so outstanding. It's not the same color as jute. It's definitely not white. So it can kind of just move into your piece and it doesn't look like it doesn't belong there. And I'm just going to use this just to secure that middle and really formulate a middle for me in my little bow. Where are we? 8:52. Okay, we're good. And then I'm just going to take my fingers and pop in on both sides. Pucker them up. I'm going to leave this hanging here for now for a sec because I don't know if I might want to add something else in there. Thank you so much. You guys, Chalk Couture had an angel last year. I think I got that angel. I'm gonna look through my stuff. And a stencil. And oh, I think it's called was she the Painterly angel or something like that? It's 2 pieces. Love it. Might have to go and dig her out and make me some kind of ornament or something for my tree with that. My tie is not directly in the middle. I noticed it. You guys might not notice it. Certainly people looking at my tree won't see it, but I see it. Where's what did I do with the clippers? Not the clippers, the wire cutters. Here it is. Why aren't you cutting? think I have an old pair of scissors here that I don't mind using. I don't like to cut wire with my Magnolia scissors. There we go. So look at that. Look at that. Tell me that is not precious. Oh my goodness. I love it. I can certainly see a garland just really just singing with all that pretty ribbon on it. And like I said, this is gonna go on the tree. So you know, sometimes your ornaments turn around, and this way, if they turn, no matter which way they turn, people are gonna see something absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, the Painterly Angel, exactly. Yeah, I have that. I definitely have that stencil, and I'm gonna pull her out this year and do something with her. I don't know what, but I'm certainly gonna create something with her. So this is my Christmas in July, guys. I know it's not a lot of Julys, definitely no sunshine on my pieces, but like I said, I take advantage when I'm in these types of events to start getting my Christmas decor, my personal Christmas decor underway. And I'm so happy that I did, because this is really getting me excited about what my tree's gonna look like this year. And I could just see this coming together absolutely gorgeous. So we have spent the last hour. We've got this ornament, and she is reversible. I love, love, love that bow on the back. And then we have our It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, created with Magnolia stencils. All of these were created with Magnolia stencils. In the back, it simply says, "Victory in Jesus," and that is absolutely true. We use some IOD stamps to add that crackle effect to that. So we have these two amazing pieces. I hope you've enjoyed my segment. I hope you pop over to see the next person up behind me. Hold on, let me see if I can give you who the person is that's coming up next. Anybody know by any chance who's coming up after me? I'm sorry I didn't check that, but we are going on until, I believe the last creator tonight is going to be 10 o'clock. So I think up after me probably is, I don't know, I don't have my lineup, so somebody help me out. Anyway, go over to the Crafters Network, go to Crafty Creators Community, Crafters Crafting Hive, and you will definitely see the next person. Remember to fill out that form for your opportunity to win a bag of crafts. Miss Patterson, I love you, love you, love you. Teresa Mays, I love you. I love all of you ladies for popping in and joining me. I hope that I've inspired you. I hope you guys are ready to get crafting for Christmas, because I most certainly am. As always, here's a heart from mine to yours. Facebook doesn't allow me to send them out that way, but know that I'm sending each one of you a heart. I love you guys. Take care. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for watching me. I see that we are at 8:57. There is the next person is coming up behind me at 9. So we got 3 more minutes, guys. We have 3 more minutes. Let's see if I can, like I said, get you some of these. They are very inexpensive, and I just showed you all it takes is a little bit of paint, pop a stencil on it, and it looks like $1,000,000. This doesn't even necessarily look like it's a piece of wood. You can't really tell, and in your tree, it is going to be absolutely gorgeous. I do think I have, it's 8:58. You don't even have to put necessarily a ornament, a stencil on it. Look at it with just a piece of greenery. Just add a piece of greenery. This mimics a tree itself. Put your gold handle on it. Maybe add just a little bit of things in the back. Maybe take your paintbrush, for example. You can take that, let's say we want to just pop a little piece off of here. I just took 2 sprigs, right? Look at that. Take your paintbrush, take the end of it, dip it in some white paint. Just get you a little dab of white paint, dip your paintbrush in it, tap into the paint, tap off, and make some dots all around your piece. And I guarantee you it's gonna be absolutely beautiful. So that's just another quick idea of something you can do with this. And I hope you'll come back and see me at CNC Designs. I usually am live on Mondays and Fridays, and we will definitely be getting our Christmas craft on. So you guys come back and join me, okay? Bye-bye. Take care, everybody. Love you guys.